toe shaping is finished. Now it's time to work on the foot part of the sock. We will also include beginner level, maybe intermediate if you've never done it, but really a beginner level band of color work to decorate our sock. If you do not want to give this a try, you can do the same sock model, just ignoring the color work. But I do invite you to join me in following this pattern. I'm going to use this color, but you can choose, of course, any color that appeals to you. First, we're going to set up the work. This is the point where you may want to have a marker to help you know where the beginning of the round is. That is often nicely done by a little piece of yarn. All it needs to do is remind you on which side your round starts. So we're going to just thread a little piece of yarn, and we will come here where the beginning of the round is, and we will come between 2 stitches, pull our yarn through, and tie the ends together. Of course, you can use those plastic markers, pretty charm markers, and all of those wonderful things if you have them. But I don't want you to feel like you can't proceed with the project if you don't have any on hand. This will suffice because our marker here, the point is just to help us remember that we have gone around one time. As you work around and around and around, it can be easy to lose track, and this will help you. We don't need to move it with our knitting. Okay, so let's set the things up in this way. We are going to have one purl stitch, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 purl stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 purl stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's check what happened. And now 2 purl stitches. 1, 2. Here we will repeat 1 purl stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 purl stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 purl, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 purl. That is 1 round, the first round of the foot part of this sock. Okay, now we're going to do 1 more round exactly as the stitches come. 1 purl, 7 knit, 1 purl, 7 knit, 1 purl, 7 knit, 2 purl, we're halfway around. Remember, our marker is telling us we're halfway around. 1 purl, 7 knit, 1 purl, 7 knit, 1 purl, 7 knit, 2 purl. Now we prepare to add the color and to study the pattern. This pattern I drew for us to follow. It helps us see that there will be 3 shapes. We can call them hearts, although depending on the color and orientation from which you look at them, they might be regarded as little leaves, like linden tree leaves. You decide what you're going to call them and what color you're going to make them. We are going to have them go right above, so imagine that the toe section is here, then we will have this and continue in our main color. So we are starting from this bottom round, and it will be important to know that here between these single color stitches, we have a stretch that we can't carry the yarn across. We will want to weave it in the back, and I will remind you and show you a way to do it. So let's begin. Here is my color yarn. I'm going to tuck it into the sock. And I'm going to hold it here. But still, most of my stitches in this first colorwork round are going to be white. So I'll have white here on my finger. I start with the purl stitch. Now I knit 3. And I pick this color and knit 1. And then I knit 3. I'm going to lift this color over my white. See how I place it over white? I'll pull white to the front and I will purl 1. Now look from the back, I can tighten it, and it weaves in the back, and it weaves here. Now I knit 3. It's going to make a nice little, see how it nicely sits on the stitch, and a nice little bridge here, which is going to help us not have long loops of yarn inside the sock, which can get tangled in our toes. Okay, now I have 1 color. There were 3 knit, 1 color knit. This needle is done. Now 3 knit. Now I do the same thing again. I'm going to get the green over the white. I'm doing this very slowly, but as you get better at it, you can do it faster. White goes in the front for this purl stitch, purl, and then you nicely pull the green flat and knit 3. 1, 2, 3. Again, look from the back, make sure it all sits flat. Knit 1 green, knit 3 white. 1, 2, 3. Lift it up over. White goes to the front. Purl 1 white. Keep the green in the back. Purl white again. We stop. We take a look so you see what's happening. How the green is laying nice and flat. The tails we're going to work with at the end. We will use a crochet hook or a sewing needle and we will weave them in and secure them. Now we want to continue on. The first stitch is purl stitch. I will want this green over. White will go in the front, green in the back, and I will purl. Pull. And now 3 white knit stitches. When you pull everything, make sure you're not pulling too much. You want the green to lay flat. You don't want it to squish the white. Knit 1 green. And you might be using red. Valentine's Day is not far away. You might be using red or purple or blue, any color you choose. 1, 2, 3. Color goes over the white. White goes in the front. You will purl. Keep the color to the back. Knit 3. 1, 2, 3. Pull the green to flatten it in the back and knit 1 green. New needle. Knit 3 white. Lift the color over the white. White goes to the front. Purl the stitch. There's that 1 purl between our designs. Pull to flatten the color in the back. 3 knit 1, 2, 3. Make sure it's pulled nice and flat in the back, and knit 1 color. 3 knit. 1, 2, 3. Color goes over the white. White goes to the front. You purl 1 stitch. Pull the color down. White goes to the front. Purl the second purl stitch. Okay. You can probably rewind a few seconds back to see this ending with the weaving at the end of the second and fourth with 2 purl stitches. This marker tells us we finished 1 round. We are ready to start the next round. Let's look at our pattern here. We now have 3 color stitches on top of each single. In between, we're going to have another stretch, so we'll need to weave, again, like we have been doing. So we need both colors, but we will still have mostly white. So I'm going to pick that up. There's this purl stitch. On these purl stitches, I have been securing the yarn in the back. So I put color over white, white to the front, purl the stitch. There are many techniques for color work. This technique works for this design really well, and I thought this is why I'll teach you this one today. Now we do 3 green, 3 color stitches, knit, now we do, so you see how this is stretching? It's because of this beginning. You want to pull on that, tuck it in. Two knit. Two, 3, 2. Purl without weaving. Now green over white, knit 1 white, put green down, knit 1 more white, knit 3 green, but first make sure green is laying flat on the back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, purl, lift green over white, and knit the white. Pull the green down, flat in the back, knit 1 white, knit 3 green. 1, 2, 3. Two, knit white, purl white, green goes over white, white goes to the front for this purl stitch. So let's do it slowly, like this. Because the yarn is thin, if your needle slips out, it can feel like a thing to panic about. Do not. Usually you will just simply slide your needle back into place and it will all be just fine. Purl, knit 2, knit 3 green. Pull the green, make sure it's flat. 1, 2, 3, knit 2 white. 1, 2, purl 1 white. Bring the green over white and knit 1 white and 1 more white. Put green down. And now you can knit 3 green. 1, 2, 3. Put green down, pick up white. 1, 2 knit, 1 purl, lift green over white, knit 1 white, put the green down, knit 1 more white. Now knit 3 green. I'm saying green because that's the color I'm using. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You will lift green over white. White will go to the front. You will purl 1 white. The marker is waving at us, telling us we made it around. Now I want to show you, when this happens, it just means it got a little bit of a tangle while you were weaving it in the back. So this is how we fix it. We get a needle, put it in the stitch below to undo the last stitch. Pull on the yarn, put it on the needle, take the green all the way back, bring the white around, purl, pull the green in the back, and there we go. Now notice that as you stop stretching, the green will settle in the back. Sometimes it helps on such fine color work to press your finished project with iron over the wet cloth. I will show you that at the end when we do finishing touches. Now let's go and look here. We had 3 color stitches. Above them we are going to have 2 color, 1 white, 2 color. In between our designs, this here is a mistake, so we don't want this one. This stitch shall be white. Okay. In between our colors, we're only going to have 3 white stitches. So the good news is, for a little while now, we have no weaving of green and white. So that will help us. So let's begin. Here we go. I'm going to carry white on my finger and green below. 1 purl, 1 white, 2 green, 1 white, 2 green, 1 white, 1 purl white, 1 more knit white, 2 color, 1 white, 2 color, 1 white, 1 purl, 1 white, 2 color, 1 white, 2 color, 1 white, 2 purl. Now we start this again. This is the only place where we will want to twist green and white around each other to avoid a long loop over 4 stitches. So I just twist them around each other like this. Get my white, drop green down, and begin with 1 purl, 1 knit, 2 knit color, 1 knit white, 2 knit color, 1 knit white, 1 purl, 1 knit, 2 knit color, 1 knit white. The last needle of this round, 2 2 knit color, 1 knit white, 1 purl white, 1 knit white, 2 knit color, 1 knit white, 2 knit color, 1 knit white, 2 purl white. Okay, we made it around. Let's check the pattern and see what is next for us to do. I can see it's starting to take shape. The next one is 2 color, 1 color, 1 2 color, and just 1 stitch in between. Again, no weaving, just carry both colors with you. Here between the needles on the round, twist, green over white, pick up white, purl 1, and now we go 2 color, 1 white, 1 color, 1 white, 2 color, 1 purl. And we repeat this. You see there are no big stretches of single color stitches. Between the needles at the end of needle 2, like at the end of needle 4, you're going to twist the color and the white to give a little extra secureness. We are halfway through. We have 3 more color rounds, and then we continue in single color until we have the depth of the foot that we need. The next will be 1 1 3 1 1. 3 color white, 3 color white, color. So let's do that. Between after needle 4 and needle 2, we always like to twist for extra security between the colors. We have only 2 more rounds. This one is going to have 7 color stitches, which means we will want to do 3 weave, 2 weave. And there will be 1 white stitch between the 7 color stitches. So I'm going to now carry the color yarn on my finger and weave in the back the white. Here we want to put them over each other, twist them to begin. Purl stitches will be white. Then I have 7 green. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. Purl white. 7 green. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. Purl white. Green. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. Purl white. 1, 2. We have the last round of the color work. We have 2 color, 1, 2 color, and 3 white in between. We have finished our colorwork pattern chart. You can see how, depending on the color you choose, you can call these hearts or leaves, or maybe you will see a different shape. Write to me in the comments what other shapes you can see and envision with this pattern chart. We are going to make a very long tail, which will get tucked in and saved there until we get to the finishing touches. Now we continue working with white. We start the first round after color work. 1 purl, 7 knit, 1 purl, 7 knit, 1 purl, 7 knit, 2 purl, 1 purl, 7 knit, 1 purl, 7 knit, 1 purl, 7 knit, and 2 purl. Here that last colorwork stitch will stretch. You want to pull on the tail, keep it nice and safe until the end. Now we're going to keep working in white in this setup pattern of purls and knits, which is 1 purl, 7 knit, 1 purl, 7 knit, 2 purl, and then repeating that one more time as you go around until we are ready for gusset. You want to try your sock on depending on your yarn and the tension you're knitting with and the size of your foot. The number of rounds or rows will vary. In the next video, I will show you how to begin working on the gusset. You want to knit until the sock comes to the top of your foot, but before it needs to make a turn. I will show you a photo at the end of this video and at the beginning of the next video that shows me measuring the sock and deciding where I need to start the gusset. That photo will help you know how much to knit. You're seeing it now on your screen. When you get to this point in your project, you are ready for the next video where we are going to finalize the measurement and start expanding for the gusset. Okay, so now you're seeing on your screen a photo of me trying on a sock that is worked toe up. See how it's fitting? When your sock is fitting in the same way, you are ready for the next video in this series. I will see you there. Keep knitting and have fun in the meantime.